welcome back to the third episode of our X-Förmig Maserati. And I could be saying that a little wrong, but I am pretty excited. We got an event here. We got some activities and stuff to get scheduled out. Parts, blah blah blah. But if you guys haven't, there's a whole playlist above or in somewhere where you guys can go check out the entire series. I would appreciate and love the support. If not, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope you stick around and give me a chance. But Hi Maverick, wanted to update you on the race weekend. Both drivers finished the race, although not in points scoring positions. While it's not the result we aimed for, it's important we recognize the ability and effort shown by the team. The cars perform consistently, and the drivers demonstrate perseverance. Analyze the data, agree. Yeah. Pleasure to inform that a relationship with titles formed is significantly strengthened after recent discussions. We have secured more favorable partnership, and as a result, we've gained new benefits. Visit the title area. And then here's where we thinking our performance currently sits in the pecking order of the other teams. Sorry, the other teams are constantly bringing upgrades to the table, so in a few races, time look very different. Well, we do have everything turned down, so hopefully things won't like massively change. But Aston Martin won a race last race, and we don't look like we're really anywhere near anyone. I don't even know if we've gotten any parts developed. So let's check out the development, see where we're at here. This one failed. That is horrible. Redevelop. 10 days. Cool. And we've only gotten the powertrain here going, so we can put single development, and then we can also develop this one as well, which is nice. So we will see in one day if we can't put one of the chassis upgrades on with Jack Crawford. And then it's going to take 10 days before we can put something up for tennis, which is a little obnoxious, but there's nothing I can really do about it. And if we go down to facility upgrades, are we in the middle of one? We are for the aero department, so we are kind of stagnated there. And if we come up here, current performance, potential performance, competitive potential. I was hoping like if you clicked on these, it would like show you where we are in comparison to other teams, but nope. Anyways, alright, what I am going to do is I'm going to look at some of these upgrades, and then I will come back to you guys here in a second. Alright, I got some of this knocked out. Let me run it through with you quick. So we want to increase the hiring rate of our engineering facility, and the reason for that is the only facility right now that doesn't have maximum employees, as I've expanded it quite a bit. And I can show you guys in that in a second. And then we're also going to do the increase the morale of the powertrain department, just because we're going to be pushing that a lot. Here we did the there's an increased failure rate of the powertrain development, but the time to develop is quicker, and I want to try and get it done as fast as possible, just because that's what we're working on. And then we also did that with the chassis. It's kind of a give and take, but realistically, a lot of these are all really big give and takes. There's not much like ones that are just stupid good, if that makes sense. Increase the morale in the powertrain department we did over here as well, to try and get the powertrain parts we have going through. Also, we got 50 resource points going in. And these 2 days are empty, and that's because we're going to work on their focus going into the next event. And then we did reduce costs of the engineering facilities and everything. And we did that hoping that maybe we could get some extra money coming in. And then we did fan rating going up. Now, I think it was between that and a secondary sponsor. I might change it to the secondary sponsor. But I didn't want to click on fan rating until I did it with you guys. We did the messages. Sorry, we don't have any points to spend on ourselves yet. And fan rating here, it looks like from team stats, I like how that's crazy how like there's no whatever. Anyways, but yeah, it just says fan rating from team stats plus 5%. I assume that just means the fan rating could go up faster. I'm not entirely sure actually. Um, but the next one is owner XP goes up by 10%, which should allow us to upgrade ourselves. So we wanted to do that. Um, this one I don't know much about. We didn't really read that. I will go back to that a little bit. But what I wanted to do with you guys real quick is I can click on it and it'll show you. But the thing we're going to upgrade is the spark plugs. And the reason for that is aerodynamics is already got something in the works. And we have no available spots. So it's not like I can do that. Chassis got one in the works. Powertrain doesn't have anything going, and durability has one going. So we're going to go ahead and pop you in because you're the only option that I have realistically. And we can see here in progress we have 3 things going, but there is a delay on both our chassis and on our durability, which is a little bit frustrating. But there's not much I can do about it development wise. There's nothing here. The chassis, we obviously had the one that failed. And then we're hoping that this one will go through. Powertrain, we just started, and durability, there's nothing there. There's no upgrades to this line. We've not gotten that far yet. Progress, history, component. Oh, we did component management. Both cars are pretty much good. Nobody's upgraded or downgraded at all here, which is excellent. The workforce I was going to show you, as you can see here, engineering has got availability for 12 spaces, it looks like, where both of these still are sitting at the same place. And cutting the costs in half will be exponential to us getting a little bit more money going in. And then for our title sponsor, we got owner experience and a new decal design, which we're gonna actually check out because I wanna update the car a little bit. And what else? Oh, I did not need to do this. This is what I was gonna do here in a second. Performance wise, we don't have any rivalries. We don't have any stats. We have 4 race finishes though, which is 2 for each car. But looks like our total workforce is getting close. Passive sponsor income is taking its toll, but and results, you guys haven't seen the videos. We're sitting right here. Jack is sitting in 15th and Hager is sitting in 21st, but they're technically tied. And I think the only reason is because Jack has got an 11th and a 13th under his belt, and Hager is 20th and 19th. So, and both trophies have gone to Jack, but Jack is going to be our better driver for sure. And then when it comes down to upgrades here, we do want to put in a little something, but I need to make sure that I keep myself thoughtful to getting the next 2 our developments at the same time going immediately. But I could also look at trying to get it where you can like upgrade 2. I haven't looked at that yet. And then I might take a peek at this, but before that, I want to update the car. So real quick, it's literally the same thing. All I did was make the X-Förmig on the sides bigger, just because it looked really small and it kind of looked pretty dumb. That's all I did there. And after some really long, hard contemplating, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This one's a bit too expensive for my blood. My only problem with it is this ends in 9 days, which I guess technically would give me 2 weeks of income before I have to worry about it again. And then this one ends in 20 days, and I really want to do this so I can get the engineering factor or facilities going 2 at a time. But I think this will just give me a little bit more cash. So it could be the wrong decision, but I think we're gonna go ahead and rock it. That puts me at 300,000, and we're gonna go ahead and hit this event now and see what it is. I'm thrilled to inform you that you've secured a new secondary. Cool. Cool. Alright, so now we can advance time to the 30th and see if that succeeds. The powertrain focus section was successful. Appears that our cash reserves are quite low, likely due to spending exceeding our income. If this continues, we risk going into debt. It could severely impact our ability to invest necessary competitive. I want to give you yeah, that's fine. I spent the money on purpose. I appreciate you letting me know though. And
when you only have a single part developed, you need to decide which of your drivers gets it. Think carefully. Who can make best use of it to maximize our weekend performance? But also consider how each of your drivers might feel about the decision. If you have enough parts for both cars, don't worry. We'll fit them to both cars automatically. We'll only ask you to make the call when there's actually a decision to make.
cool. So I've already told you. Crawford is our preferred driver. It is who we're focused on. So we're gonna go ahead and immediately equip it to him. And then we've got it all sitting in the bank out here. Kind of just doing its thing. So, and then these are boosted, which means that they're gonna get done faster because that did succeed, which is elegant. And yeah, you can see right now their morals high, so we love that. Love. And then we should be able to go ahead and advance the floor stiffening. It said it, but I can't read that fast sometimes, you know? They kick the whatever is succeeded so fast that I can't
Great news. One of our research upgrades is complete. Once we finish researching an upgrade, we can start developing it for one or both of our cars. Head over to the development screen to get started.
Okay, so what just happened is now we have this, which we can go ahead and throw together. However, we don't have enough money because I spent all those millions of dollars on the trying to make more cash. So and we can't afford that. So we could actually click on you, but I think, oh no, it doesn't cost money at all. So yeah, we're gonna throw that into paces, getting the car moving along, and then we can wait 1 day to get this money. Okay, research something failed. I couldn't read it. I really hate how fast that goes sometimes. So we have 1.5 million now, which is absolutely brilliant. So we can go ahead and take you, and we can go ahead and pop you in, at least just for now. And then research is in fancy, right? Yeah, you're working. I could have just clicked on in progress, but whatever. I could have done this. We have 2 delays and 1 that's researching fine for now, which sucks. And then morale is back to normal and everything. That's annoying. You still have 2 days. You have plenty of days. None of those are really of any stipulations. I wish you could like see here what is going on, but clearly you can't. So why would you? And then facility improvements. You have 2 days, so let's see how that goes. Alright. Engineering department went up, which is good. And then we can go here. It doesn't look like the X-Forming words are bigger now. And yeah, we can go ahead and pay for you to get developed as well. Which is perfect. That's got 1 day, and then hopefully it'll get both cars fitted with it. And this is my attempt at trying to keep the peace between my drivers. And then let me look real quick, actually research. Ooh, the morality is low on everybody except for powertrain. That is dangerous. Well, we have 2 upgrades there, which is perfectly fine. You still have 1. You're kind of dwelling. And you're also dwelling. So, like, I don't know, should I on track? Do I get a powertrain breakthrough? So then we can get more. Or do we go for the development here? So then we can develop 2 parts at one time. I think we go with powertrain breakthrough. I'll unlock a new tier of. Oh, but the money's so tight if we do that. We're barking at mistake. I think we hold off even though I don't want to. I think it's important. Because, like, realistically, these things aren't. These are very important. These aren't that important. But I dumped cash into it because I really wanted to earn more cash. So it's one of those, like, let me go to financials with you. Go to the finances, right? Activities, we spent 10K. The biggest thing right now that we have in expenses is the development costs. Now we're bleeding our pennies here. Bleeding our pennies. Do we do it? Do we risk it for the biscuits? I don't know. Why did I say it like that? I have no idea. If we do that, it'll be the lowest we've been in cash, and I just think it's a bad idea. But if we wait, we could be sitting on our hands, and the car could be not upgrading. What is our research points looking like? We only have 118, so I think we just hold off, get set up for race day, and yeah, I think that's the best decision we have. So next thing we go and do is pop into the race. I didn't wait. If you look at the money up top. Anyways, so I think we're gonna do Crawford the next 2 races, and then when we go to the race after that, I think we'll take Hager, but I haven't decided yet. I definitely think we're gonna go ahead and take Crawford. I'm struggling a bit at this track, I won't lie, but yeah, anyways, we're going to kick into practice, and the next thing you'll see from me is the race strategy section of practice. Alright, now we're going to pop into the race strategy. I'll bring you guys along for the way. If I complete it or whatever, like in 2 laps or whatever, I'm going to do all 5 laps. Oh, okay, hold on. let's just cancel. Never mind. Anyways. I'm gonna do the race strategy real quick after that embarrassment, and if I beat it in like 3 laps, I'm gonna finish all 5 laps, but I'll only show you the one, or how long it takes me to beat it. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I know technically for you guys at this point, when this video comes out, the race winner will already have been decided. But for me today, while I'm recording this, is the Qatar race, and Verstappen won after being almost 0.3 of a second slower than McLaren, and it was a hell of a race. However, what frustrated me was Antonelli getting loose right there at the end and taking, or giving that spot practically to Lando Norris, which really sucked. Just in the aspect of like, I am 100% a Max Verstappen fan. I have my other favorites, but Verstappen is my number one. I'm curious to know if you're actually hanging out with me during this little practice program instead of just skipping to the race, or just skipping altogether. Thank you, and I want to know who your favorite driver is and why. Why did you choose him? Russell, you are loose everywhere, my guy. Why did you choose him? What makes you like him so much? For me, I like Verstappen because I feel like he's really genuinely a good dude, and I like the way he helps out the rookies. That, and then just, somebody who's passionate about something and puts forth their effort in a non, hate everybody else way. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Let's really focus here. I'm so distracted. My bad. Hopefully that didn't screw me on one of my rewinds for the race. I'm really looking like dog water for the most part. I just noticed my whole on-screen display went away. Whatever. That's not annoying. It's my fault. I did crash. But yeah, no, I like him, and I think the only reason I'm against, and this could just be news, it might not even be real, but I think my biggest reason for wanting Verstappen to pull this off over McLaren, because McLaren used to be my favorite team. I think my biggest thing right now is I watched that video when Hülkenberg got his first podium. I don't know if you guys saw this and what you guys think, but Hülkenberg got his first podium ever, and both of the McLarens didn't celebrate with him at all. Because Piastri used to be my number 2 guy. Because I liked Verstappen, Piastri, and Leclerc the most. But now I'm starting to think I'd rather like Behrman than Piastri, just because of the way they acted on his podium day. But, I mean, also at the same time, I don't know the full story, so I'm just speaking out my ass. I like how I should have said shit out my butt. Still, you get my point. It's just one of those things. I do like Piastri, though. I hope Piastri does something great. I like seeing him come in second last night, or tonight. I had to watch the race after I finished my shift at work, which is why. But, yeah, no, I would love to see Piastri pull it out and come out in second place. But I'm 100% rooting for Max. Just the race. I think there's just one race left. It's next weekend. It's in Abu Dhabi. Somebody's on my butt. I just realized that. I'm out here trying to put up good times. Who is that? I can't see. And I don't care. Oh, it's Hamilton. Oh, shit. I gotta put the brakes down heavier there. Anyways, but yeah. I'm really excited kind of to see what happens. I have this inkling Verstappen's gonna pull it out. But I think Verstappen has to be win the race, and McLaren... Piastri just has to come behind Verstappen, and I think Norris has to finish like 6th or something. So it so comes down realistically to a big mistake. If he makes a big mistake, then yeah, there's a really good chance. But when we get to me being done babbling about nothing, then I'll cut you guys out. But if you guys are hanging out for the practice, I really appreciate that. But yeah, I have an inkling. It's gonna either be really close and it's gonna be chaos, or it's gonna be... I feel like Max might pull something special out. I mean, look at how many races he's won with cars that, I mean, realistically, the dude should not be winning with. Though I still feel like Formula 1, or, sorry, I think EA hasn't figured that out yet. Like, I feel like the teams are, and the overalls are a little skewed. Oh, I can't wait to have a nicer pedal setup. But, yeah. I babbled. You guys tell me your thoughts. That concludes our practice, which we got a good amount of points here, so that's pretty good. Which we should be able to check out, but I don't know. Next, we're going to go into short qualifying, and I'll see you guys there.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember, Verstappen in 23, Vettel in 2019. Some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today?
All right. I'm going to let that clip sink in. Oh, and I got a problem already. That's awesome.
Right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
Lovely. On a day where we only get 1 lap. Lovely. What's up, Kimmy? Kimmy here let Lando Norris pass him in the last lap in real life. What a turd. Alright, we're good. Go to track. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. I am not expecting much. I've been getting a little bit better as we've gone, but I'm not putting up like A grade laps, so I wouldn't doubt if me and Hager kind of, based on just what I expect, maybe like a 22nd, 20th kind of start, and we'll aim for like an 18th. Feels pretty realistic, but we'll see how I do with the car. We will see. I watched a lap from Verstappen's AI to try and see if I could hear the way he approaches the track. I think the biggest thing he does that I don't is change gears. And that's just because, like I said, because of my desk, I can't. And also, I'm pretty sure my right gear paddle shifter is broken. But I wouldn't know because I've never used it. I've just tried using it in the like loading screens and... But yeah, that and the other thing is they slow down and then get on the gas a lot sooner. Oh shit, there goes all of it. Have I wasted a rewind? Probably, but just this one time. Like when I watched him, he was already in the gas in the middle of that turn. So maybe I should... I don't know. I've got to figure it out. I want to get better. Want to get better. Okay, I did turn the difficulty up from what I had it on practice. So if I like qualifying podium, then we'll have a problem, I guess. Yeah, no. Even if, and I know I've done this before where I podium and then but I shouldn't not over Leclerc. So we're just gonna.
We've been pushed down into P14.
Where's P2? Okay. Hopefully that doesn't hold, but at least I'm not on a pole position. I don't want a pole position. So then I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty like way up, and I just did laps to see where I needed to be. And I will do another lap, that's fine. I should have probably just held what I had, but I'm just so far up. I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty like way up. Alright. Let's hit the track and then we'll kind of decide from there what happens. I'm sure I'll see like names change up in the corner and I'll be able to like make a justified call.
30 seconds left in the session.
But I should be the last car coming through, other than whoever's behind me. Gasly and Alonso.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P12.
Somebody keep an eye on it for me. I'm way down on time, so it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Yeah, I'm way too fast. I'm way too fast. I really thought more people would like overtake me. We're just gonna lift. Where did I come up? Please tell me. I finished in 9th, for fuck's sakes. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't realize I had jumped that much and it didn't let me rewind. Damn it. Whatever.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
I'm gonna bump the difficulty way up. That was actually a really impressive lap for me. I did not expect that. I expected to be like here. It's fine though. Like I finished in the middle of the McLarens. Make that make sense, huh? And Yuki's up here with Easter. Oh my goodness. This game They really need to fix it or something. This really is when I wish I could like go back and like redo the qualifying on a different difficulty. It's the only thing about the EA that I truly dislike that's its game function is that you can't save the game, you can't make multiple saves, you can't go back. And in some ways that's a really good thing, but in other ways it's not, because I don't have like a dynamic difficulty in the game where you can just like put dynamic down and then the cars and the in-game will like kind of automatically AI adjust to like your skills, your inputs, your abilities, instead of it just always being like a certain difficulty and you having to change it constantly. I know I'm just ranting, but like
Suzuka in the springtime where the cherry blossom is in full bloom. But who's blooming out on our track and who's flourishing on this wonderful day at this magnificent track? Welcome along to Suzuka and the Japanese Grand Prix. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. And the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, and Hülkenberg, Leclerc, Norris, Crawford, and Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Behrman, Isaac Hadjar, and Gasly, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Alex Albon, and Lance Stroll, Lawson, Sainz, Hauger, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Our 11th team have made a real impact on the grid. They've got a brilliant driver lineup. Engineering-wise, they look very settled.
We've already listened to that 6 times. It's the same one. Like, I wish there was more options.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yep, of course. Now let's check out the strategy. We're tinkering around with it a little bit and changing it to personalized. I think we're actually going to go hards to the softs. I think that's going to be the strategy we go for. Now there is a chance of rain, so get into this race and see what we're capable of. Now the difficulty is up almost 6 points from qualifying and 10 points from practice. No, 15 points from practice, so. Chasing down our potentially future teammate if we don't take Zane.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. DRS now enables. DRS enables.
And we're already in the back of somebody. Fuck Nuggets. Now, to be honest, I kind of expected some fallback. Just from the difficulty increase. Like, I mean, like I said, I went up 6 points, so. But I would kind of like to hold off some people. Instead of doing shit like that. Even if I am on hards. Much better through there that time. Oh wow, I really saved the fuck out of that one, didn't I? Really saved the luck out of that one. Oh man. Mistakes galore right now. Well, this race will only time until kind of thing, you know? I forgot, was it Leclerc up there on the front row? I could look, but I don't really want to. We're getting better.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.0 seconds. Confirmed.
I start to fix it and then I make a mistake like that. Is that Hydra French? I can't remember. Also, sorry, I can't like focus and talk, and I don't really know what to talk about. Looks like my teammate passed somebody though.
That gap ahead, please. 1.5 seconds.
This is why I'm trying to keep more of the mistakes in. I feel like the AI definitely is better at making mistakes, thus giving me more room to fit and catch up and stuff. But this is also kind of when I wish I could like change the difficulty, you know? Like I could bump it up by 2.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Mm-hmm. I want Behrman to do good, just because like I want Ollie to be on the team, and I don't want him to like not be good until he joins me. You know, like I would like him to. I've once later picked way too late going to that turn. It's fine. Just keep fighting, scrapping along. We really have like kept this single file and tight. Oh shit. Also, I should be catching Gasly right about now. I'm on hards and he's on mediums. So. I always forget that. When I used to race like way back when, it was NASCAR and like, you know, all the tires are the same. It didn't really matter. Now I forget, like, you know, he's going to probably be going hards next. And I'm going to be going to mediums, but I'm going to fall off faster. You know, so. Or softs, I guess, is actually what I'm going to. So I probably should make the overtake instead of just like wanting to hold a position. That's the one thing about this game I like struggle with, is like I'm not perfect at it, so I avoid it, but I love doing it. Like I love doing it. So it's just like I need to be more conscientious about just showing up and playing, you know? Same thing like with most games I play that are kind of competitive. That, and I want it to be so much more realistic than just like me dominating or me getting my butt whipped. Because, like, you know, I want it to feel real. Like, I want it to be fun. That's the whole point of playing video games. Is like, for me at least, is to, I just realized that I thought this was turned on, like, assist-wise. Like, why am I doing it? Okay, I'm not doing it. I was just about to say, what the fuck? Looks like my teammate's falling now. He like got one position and now he's losing it all. I lost some control of the car there. Damn it.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
That and these races are pretty long. And I just work so much sometimes. Yeah, and unless Alonso or like some crazy happens, I have a good feeling like, or Hulkenberg is probably going to be 11th for us.
Green flag.
Which is fine. Albon. Where was Albon? Albon's at the very back of the pack, right? I don't think that positively. Yeah, he was. That only helps out Hagar, who's only holding off Liam Lawson. I think he passed Sainz at one point, but Sainz took it right back. Also, I've allowed Ocon to catch up to me in my narrating and not paying attention. Also, if you put a little bit more tire on there, that's a lot more effective. Noted. Also, I think Hamilton was in second place, not Leclerc. When am I going in? 16? My front two tires are getting it. There goes Ocon.
Okay, here's
On
the gap that we're
hards, by the
trailing
way.
the car ahead by 4.3 seconds.
I guess they're all going 3-lap things. Also, I should be catching Behrman, like he's on mediums. Like his tires have to be at the end of their life cycle. Damn it. It's fine. I wonder what he's gonna put on next. Behrman. Oh, hold on. Anyways, got distracted there. I think my doctors were
No
calling
need to
me.
worry about the tyre condition
now
for now.
I'm-
Everything's looking good. Gap to your teammate behind, 15.4 seconds.
I need to check and see if we're recording, because if not, I'm going to panic about it for the next I don't know how long. And I've had enough moments where I've not recorded enough of a race. So, as soon as we get it straight here, Options. Okay, we're recording. Yep. I need to cancel that
Dennis
appointment
is
too, by
in
the
the
way.
pits. In the pits now.
You think Dennis will come in last place again? Well, actually, second to last, because... Also, I'm going to be out here for a few more laps, so I will hold up Hamilton. Not my race, but sometimes I think this game is crazy. Like, in their, like, way of, like, ranking car or drivers. I like how Verstappen pit and he's in between the McLarens, who should probably be up there with him in the lead of the race, considering they have the highest ratings and the highest rating car other than Verstappen, who doesn't have the highest rated car, but okay.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 6.8 seconds.
Nope. I was looking at something else other than the road. How unfortunate you got stuck behind me.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Oh, I broke something. Unfortunately, that's my slowest part of the track, so... My tires are getting worse for wear. But I have a feeling they're all pitting 3 times and I'm pitting
once. Car in
once.
front, 3.0 seconds.
So, who knows what's going to happen. But me and my teammate are not following similar pit strategies. That is for certain.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 37.0 seconds.
I'm getting sloppy. Hold on. There we go. Come on. I think experience in this game is way too juiced of a stat. I think it really changes and alters like the actual driver's abilities a bit more than it should, in my opinion. Just because realistically, if we go back and look in real life at Hamilton and Alonso's finishes, these two are significantly outdoing what they do in real life. No offense to them. They're both great people, great drivers, I'm sure. Something, yada yada. Do 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 do. Max Verstappen. Do 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 do. I think the McLarens are also still pitless. Kind of like Leclerc, or Alonso, or not Alonso, Hamilton. I'll probably hold up Alonso, but let Leclerc around easy. Well, not that I really held him up much, but you get my point. But yeah, it's definitely a lot harder to just like slam doors on people in this one.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
That was not a cutting corner. That was I made a fucking ubu lubu and fucking paid the price for it. Like, that sucks for Alonso. Like, he has lost 3 seconds on Leclerc, and he will not get them back. Also, I don't really know where pit lane is. There it is. Also, I don't want to cheat. I think the game did that for me, but I was gonna say I just don't want to slam in there. All right. Decent pit stop would be nice. Hager is actually beating Calapinto, which is also nice. Did we have a delay there? Yeah, we had a big delay there. Oh, that's painful. Where are we coming out? Oh, we're falling so far. So far. It's fine. But I think everybody else again, they're going to pit one more time.
That was
so
our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
we do have that in our... Oh, goodness. Hello, signs. We do have that in our mind, you know, in the back of our head. Like, now is our time. We've got to get around all these guys. And then they're going to pit again. And then my tires are going to get dog shit again. And I'm going to have to worry about them catching me, so... Was it the right call? Who knows? We're going to find out the hard way. Together. Oh, shit. Nope. Ah, shit. I should have waited a little longer. I balded my tires a lot right there. I feel like Alonso behind me right now. Oh, okay. You know what'd be really smart? A little save. A little save. Let's do that real quick. Hold on. Oh, that's not the right... I've stressed myself out being behind signs and I've got to relax. There we go. Much better. I wish Antonelli... Oh, there goes Antonelli.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.3 seconds.
I don't think, yeah, he did. He probably could have nosed under, but I think the AI wouldn't let him. Alright, now we got ourselves the opening, the fresh air, the faster car. And I'm not letting Stroll beat me. That's what happens when your tires are better than theirs.
Stroll is ahead of you. Time last lap.
Oh no, I wasn't looking. Ugh. That's really aggravating. I was trying to do this.
Okay, Bortoletto behind. And the time last lap, 1:36.5. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old.
Yeah.
I think they've got one more stop.
See what I'm saying? Their tires are very old and I should not be waiting behind them. If we go...
Gasly's ahead of you. Time last lap,
That's no...
1:38.6. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
I wanted Stroll, thank you. I can't see it.
Stroll ahead. And the time last lap, 1:36.7. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old.
Yeah.
I think they've got one more stop.
See what I'm saying? They're going to pit again, and I'm not. I need to get him now while his tires are shitty, and I have an advantage. Ooh, yep, we're going to do that.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
It's not how I wanted to take Stroll, but honestly, whatever. We're kind of back where we're supposed to be running anyways. Now the goal is to cut down some of that time between me and Leclerc.
Leclerc ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 55.3. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums.
I'm making a lot of mistakes though. The problem again is I'm
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I wonder how old they are, bitch. They're 4 laps old. You know, and you saw what I just did to them with 8 laps old tires. So, like right now, I'm in front of Russell and I'm in front of Borletto, or not Borletto. Behrman, but they're definitely gonna take it back. So who else is behind me? Hulkenberg? Ukenberg. I've got to brake harder into that turn.
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Yeah. I don't think Hulkenberg or Russell just whizzes by me in the straightaway in like 1 or 2 laps. It's more a matter of will the Haas's catch me,
here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead
or will
by.
have I just scored my first
9.1
points?
seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 44.9 seconds.
It's just going to be a pitch strategy that wins anything for me here. Though I'm really frustrated. I turned the difficulty up and really thought it was going to be a problem. But I'm speaking all this and my tires are, again, they're rounding out 5 laps now and they still have 8 more to go, which is when everybody else is taking them off. So I don't doubt that, you know, I won't hold this very long. This is going to feel that one race I had in F1 23 where I was like in 2nd place and then I ended up finishing in 8th. It's just going to be a matter of like watching them come in my rearview mirror. That was smart for him to just stay on my ass instead of trying to pass me there, as I did not back out of that at all. I also don't know why he didn't take me there. This is going to show where his car is faster, better tires, newer tires. Like, there's nothing I'm going to do against that car. Not right now. Not with the team we have. Not with how fresh we are in the world. Also, I think Alonso's been stuck behind me twice. And I pity it because I'm not moving. Russell, I made a mistake and I would have led around anyways. But I'm not doing the same with Alonso. He will beat me before this race is over, but I'm not just going to let him around me.
Tyre condition still looking good.
No, it's not. Never mind. I was saying, what about not letting Alonso just pass me?
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
Alright, now it's going to be a matter of just like holding out until Behrman and Hulkenberg get here, which means I just got 5 laps of just straight up racing to do. I kind of hope Behrman passes Hulkenberg.
Okay, clear.
Hulkenberg spun. Or something. What happened to Hulkenberg? Not... Oh.
Here's some information on Hulkenberg. Okay, they're out of this race.
We are going to get points. We have a really, really, really good chance of scoring 1 point this race. That is crazy.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, that's still not enough. And I'm going to start losing more as my tires hit 40% of wear and tear. And I do shit like that. I still need to race. He's going to catch me. I need to hold off Gasly. That's the goal. I desperately need to hold off Gasly. This will be the second race in a row that Behrman passes me in the last like couple laps. And the only reason we're scoring points is because Nico Hulkenberg's car broke down. Also, my teammate's getting passed, I think. No, never mind. Those are both Ferraris. I hope Leclerc gets around Hamilton. Damn it. Hey Siri, stop. I couldn't hear that. I didn't realize my alarm was going off. Ollie's not catching me. We might make 2 points here, which would be a little absurd, to be honest with you. Especially since, what, earlier in this video I was projecting finishing 18th. Like, I can't tell if this is unrealistic, like, and I need to be frustrated I'm doing so good, or if I'm just should be grateful. I do wish I could have turned the difficulty up mid-race, but it's one of those things, you know.
That's Behrman behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:35.5. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
That was pretty ugly. Guys, I think we might be taking home points. I really thought Behrman was going to catch me, and he is not making strides.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
I cannot believe Japan, of all places, is the place we're going to put down our first points. And Crawford, F2 legend, made a smooth transition over here to F1, it looks like. Even though, again, I've tried to turn the difficulty up a little bit higher than I think it needs to be, so then I don't do this. But hey, putting 2 points on the board ain't bad. And plus, everybody has a good race every once in a while, right? Let's just try not to spin it here in the end, because now Behrman is putting up numbers. Just a little too late. Well, it looks like the McLarens at least came in 1-2. Just celebrate like we just won the race. Lose your mind.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Woo! We just got our first constructors points, and Oscar got driver of the day. Excuse me? Nah, it's kind of
It's another
relatable.
victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today.
No, skip that. Do they say anything about us? That's all I want to know.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
All right. If we look at it, Max Verstappen started in first, ended in first. Piastri and Norris are finally doing something useful. They jumped up, and so did Leclerc. I am glad to see Leclerc beat Hamilton. I really am. But they also both did one stops, so I think the one stop was the move. Hamilton, Yuki, they both fell down. Russell fell from grace. Fernando Alonso fell. We scored our first points of the season, which is awesome. Behrman jumped up a few points, and got his first point of the season, I think. Down here though, everything kind of remained the same. Hager, of course, he couldn't keep Colapinto at bay, which is why we will be replacing him. That and he was never the person I really wanted on the team anyways. But Albon and Hülkenberg both DNF'd, which is why he got a 20th place. Popping over here real quick, let's check out the standings. Standings wise, Max Verstappen is absolutely obliterating the competition. We finally see Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris moving up in the world, with Russell here. I don't like how far down Leclerc is, but here comes Leclerc slowly. And we are in 12th as we have scored our first 2 points of the season, which puts us ahead of Behrman. Constructors wise, we're in 9th place with 1 or 2 points, which puts us over. And that's only because Hülkenberg DNF'd. Otherwise, we definitely would have only gotten 1. That would have been it, and we would be tied, or we would be in 10th place. So, with that, I am gonna go find myself a thumbnail quick. Oh, Crawford lost $1,000 in repairs, of course. Lovely. Fan rating went up a little bit. It doesn't say. Oh wait, hold on. It's a shame they're not pushing the performance their position in the should be. Yes, as the worst team in the league, of course. Always a good feeling to get positive race results, even more so give the car's current performance. Well, one of my drivers is lackluster, and it's partly because I'm not using him, but I'm not going to use him maybe except for like 1 or 2 times this entire season, just because he's on the team. But I really don't want to waste energy and effort into developing him, especially if he's not somebody that I want to be part of the team. But that much being said, our money went back up, which is brilliant. I did buy that upgrade prior to the race, as I said in the beginning, or in the middle of the video before we started going to practice and everything. But any other upgrades we do will be when we get back in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let me know what you think. Do you think maybe we're succeeding a little bit too much in the races and maybe I need to be a little bit lower on the grid? What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you if you've made it this far in the video, or if you've watched that entire race that I just did with me. I can't express my appreciation. And hopefully I'll see you guys either in the next one, or maybe in one of my other videos. I play a lot of different video games. I understand that that doesn't suit everybody's fancy, but any and all support, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.